Hello, hello, hello. It has been a long time since I've been live. So I am doing this because I can't see very well. Happy 50. But I am coming on live today because I wanted to share somebody very special with you, who is a friend of mine I've known for a year. Her name is Maya Rogers, and I can see she is joining. And if she's going to request to come on in just a second, let's see, Maya, if you can request to come on live. She's an artist, she's a musician, she's a music therapist, and now she's an author. And she has a book. Here we go. She has a book that we're going to... Been a long time since I've done a live, so bear with me a second. And let's see if Maya's here. There she is.
Hi. Let me scoot back.
I know.
Get that wrong. Okay, there
It's
we
always
go.
like the awkwardness at the beginning of the live. It's like, cool, I'll keep talking and then we get set up. Maya, thank you so much for coming on with me.
Thank you for having me. Oh, so sweet of you to have me on. Yeah, I'm excited.
I think I was telling everyone, you're a friend of mine. We've never actually met in person, but I feel like I've known you for years.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I feel the same way. Yeah, I see pictures of your family and I'm like, oh, I love them.
Ditto. It's the same with you. And I don't know. I think there's a bond in when you're in the arts, and clearly, obviously, with me with my books, you with your music, and I don't think I've ever spoken about this publicly, but I always wanted to be a music therapist. So you have the job that I always wanted to have. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, we can talk about that another day. But yeah, I think that's why I feel this connection, because I'm like, oh, she's doing the work that I always dreamed of doing. Wow. Yeah, so I just want you to tell people, because, you're such you have this magical light, and I'm so excited about your book, but I want you to talk about all of it, the music, the art, the book, just everything. So you're publishing a children's book, right?
Yes. Yes. I've written a children's book. I'm in the process of editing it now. So I guess we'll start there. The book is, I made a post yesterday with my son in it. I don't really post a lot with him, but I don't know, it was so cute. We were in the library and he decided to like take all these magnet tiles and make a big long like train track, is what he called it. And I was just like, he's so inspiring to me, and he really is the reason why I set out to write a book in the first place. I imagine him being he's 3, so we don't really talk about like really what's the word, esoteric subjects at this point, but I imagine the day when he's gonna start thinking about things like, where do I come from, and like, why am I here? And not that I have the answers necessarily, but I wanted to make a book that addressed that. Like, what do you think? Like, where do you come from, and why are you here? And so I created this like myth about how people get here, and I won't like just spoil the surprise about that, but it's like a cosmological event that happens.
I love it.
Yeah, and so that's kind of where I started off with, like, wanting to approach writing a book. And then as I was writing, it was like 2021, so kind of in the middle of all the craziness, the pandemic and everything. I read that America's children were in a state of mental health crisis, and then it went on to like have all these like really horrible statistics about like 5-year-olds like going to the ER for mental health reasons, and that just like broke my heart. And so it just kind of like ignited something extra in me, and so there's a lot of stuff in the book that deals with anxiety and just like not feeling like you belong, or like not knowing your place in the world. And so this character, Orion, the title of the book is Orion and the Remembering Tree. And so he goes on a little saga to figure out who he is, and he meets a tree who helps him remember where he's come from and why he's here. So that's the gist of the book. And my favorite part is that there's music that goes along with the book. So my husband and I wrote the music. I wrote songs and he helped like orchestrate the music. So it's for a pretty sizable ensemble, about 12 pieces. Yeah, and we performed it once live, and it was so cool. It was so cool to like test it out, you know?
Yeah. So you perform it. Does the music track go throughout underneath the story?
Yeah. So sometimes there's like talking without music or narration. And sometimes there's narration and music, and sometimes there's songs, and sometimes there's music and no narration. So it's kind of like a movie, but just like an audio version of a movie. So we are going to make an audiobook version so that you can listen along if you're not like in front of the book.
Yeah.
So
that's incredible.
Thank you. That's the huge project that I'm.
That's where my brain's going, because it's like I know from a self-publishing standpoint how much of an effort it is to get a book out. It's a lot of work, but to do that and also have the music that you're creating and that you're recording and all of that as well, that's a huge project. But it's such a magical one, and I just feel like it's so needed now. It is needed. Definitely.
I agree, and I feel like that's the reason why I'm stretching myself to like do all these extra things, including working and being a mom. I just feel like like it's just so needed, and I look at my son and I'm like, this is for you. Like today we were eating breakfast a little while ago, and I was like, Mommy's gonna go and talk about her book. I'm writing a book, so by the time that you can read, we can read it together.
Oh my goodness.
So, yeah, I'm just really, there are some things where you think, oh, I want to do this, but maybe later. Well, this is the thing that has like grabbed my soul and like not let me go. And I'm like, okay, I guess we're gonna go on this journey. And so here we are.
I think when people can have the awareness of, we all have those things that, oh, one day I'll do that, one day I'll do that, one day I'll do that. And when you actually take action and say, I'm going to do that, it's so different to one day. And it's like, I'm doing it. And then you take the steps and you do what you need to do. Yeah. And just watching this evolve for you is just the best thing to see it coming together. And I really want people to go and follow and see your story as the story of the story, right? Like the
unfolds,
story of life, because it's a process, and you honoring everything that you just talked about, and the fact that you're doing this for you, you're doing this because the world needs it. You're also doing it for your son, so that you can read a book with him. It's beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Thank you.
So what? I know you're going through a process. You're going through a crowdfunding process.
Yeah.
It's something similar. So tell us about that. Tell us about Indiegogo.
Yeah. So I chose Indiegogo as the platform. I used it once before and had a lot of success. So we were trying to raise $14,000, and that's like a third of, I think, the estimated cost of the entire project. But that would get us to the point where we could like get the book out and get the music recorded. So then we'd be on our way, basically. Yeah. Like there's all the other stuff, like the marketing and the packaging and the distribution. All of that can come, as it evolves. But I feel like the big hurdle is to get the physical book and to get the recording out. Okay. So I haven't looked today, but I think we're a little over 3,000 right now. Okay. And I think we have a little less than 2 weeks left. So yeah, so it's
time. Yeah. I know how those things go. Yeah. There's always like a push, so everything. And what other, it's the way I did it, I think it's the same for you, right? It's like a pre-order if you want to do it that way. Yes. So you can donate, but it's anyone can give a donation of any size, but you can also pick a level, and then you'll get a physical book.
Yes, exactly. I think that's a lovely way to think about it. Like you're just pre-ordering the book, or pre-ordering, we're offering the audiobook as a CD or a vinyl. So you could pre-order that. Wow. And then we have all the different levels of the perks. There's one where I'm really excited about, and I hope some people, there's a couple of people that already pledged that level, but basically you can sing with us on the soundtrack if you pledge it at that level.
Oh, I haven't seen. I need to go and look.
Yeah. So I'm really excited about having this like community choir sing along at the end of the story. Yeah, there's a song at the end that we're gonna offer that for people to sing with us. Yeah.
That's an incredible idea. That's phenomenal.
Thanks.
And I just think too, I know people, and I know from doing a crowdfunding thing, it's not the easiest thing to do. It's definitely not the easiest thing to ask. Yeah. But at the same time, when you can see a book like this that is so needed, and the music side of it and all of it coming together, even if people can't, you know, right now that things are tough and they can't make a donation, they can share about it, right? They can say, hey, go and follow Maya Rogers, or tell people about the story, right? That helps.
That we say it all is energy and love, and it all matters. So sharing, saying some prayers, like we're all about that, like just whatever you can give, you know, it matters, and it will multiply as, you know, time goes on.
Absolutely, it definitely will. Oh my goodness. I know I literally just said this maybe 2 minutes before we went on live. I was like, hey, you can sing if you want to sing, and you're like, yeah, I'll sing.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna sing something a cappella today. I think I shared a little piece of this song earlier this week. This is the song at the point, like at the low point for Orion. So he's kind of really sad and not knowing, you know, what to do. And this song happens before he kind of meets the tree and kind of remembers his mission.
Okay.
So this is called Fly Away.
Oh, okay.
Right. Birds in the sky, floating high in the wind. Oh, how they fly, so light and free. Run from the pain and the shame that you feel. When you escape, your heart can't heal. There's something more to do. It's calling just for you. If you fly away, I chose a really high key, on the wind, the world won't feel your wonder. Please don't shy away, try again. Believe that you're needed here.
Okay, I can't speak now. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, that song, you know, it's got different levels. So one of the conflicts in the story is that Orion basically he goes to school, and it's this special school for people of all kinds. And then he finds out that it's not really what he thinks it is. So they're basically like, okay, these people go in this class and these people will go in this class. So it's not really as integrated as his parents thought it would be. And so we'll say this, he's like a very diverse child. And so he's not sure where he belongs. And so there's that questioning of like, where do I belong, or should I even be here? And then of course there's like the deeper level, and going back to that statistic about little 5-year-old children like feeling like they don't belong in the world. Like that just
breaks my heart.
Yeah, it's just so I really wanted to touch on that in a way that was for everybody. Like if you're not feeling quite so down, you can still feel like, oh yeah, I've had times where I felt like I didn't quite belong. And then for the souls that are just like, I don't really know, you know, what to do or if I should even be here. I really wanted to speak to those people too. So it's really deep, and it is for children, but it's also for everybody, you know.
That's what I was just about to say. It's a children's book, but it's also a book for every single person. I mean, that just brought me to tears, that song. It's just beautiful. And I think all of us at this time could do with a dose of a beautiful song like that just hits you in your heart, and a story that talks about we belong, and how do you find that? And everyone can find that.
Yeah,
It gives hope. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, Maya, you're amazing.
Oh,
I want to see more of these. I want you to come back on and sing some more from the
I'd love to. You know, when the book is out, maybe that would be fun to do, just to do like an excerpt of the book. I would love that.
That would be amazing. I would love to do that. Anytime you want to come on, just like
I will remember that.
Yeah, the more we do there, the that's the whole point of books and music, is sharing it and not keeping it to ourselves. So you're always welcome to come on and sing or tell the story. And so where people can follow you on Instagram?
You can follow me here on Instagram. I'm trying to think. I wish there was like a really short link on Indiegogo, but if you in my profile, there's a link directly to it. That's the easiest way to find the campaign.
Okay, awesome. And I'll put that in the notes underneath here, just to go for the link in your bio.
Yeah.
That's how they get there. That's how they find all the magic. Oh, well, thanks for coming on with me, and thank you for sharing. And I know you're going to reach that goal. I know this book is going to be out.
Thank you.
It's going to be out there. And I'm going to be cheering you on every step of the way.
Thanks.
It's phenomenal.
Jo, such a pleasure.
Awesome. All right. Well, you have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, you too.
Right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.